We need to pull you off your tail for now. Are you ready to fight?
Always.
It was a rhetorical question.
This is a message for DedSec. I believe Richard Malik is about to murder me in some gruesome way. If you see Malik, tell him...
Canada House was destroyed by a series of explosions, and an individual known to be part of the DedSec organization was seen on CCTV attempting to flee the area. SIRS new Director of Counterterrorism, Richard Malik, issued the following statement.
I call upon my counterparts around the world to treat the DedSec threat with all due vigilance. They are not a resistance. What are they resisting? They are an international terrorist militia. And along with my counterparts in the Five Eyes nations, I am building an...
You get the idea. You're fucked.
That dirty mouth waste man. Let's kill him before he kills us.
Yes, I wouldn't recommend that. All scenarios show DedSec's odds of survival approaching 0 before he can be found. Malik probably worked out the same thing.
A few of us had a thought on that, actually. Bags, show him.
Done. The working theory is this. Blowing up a government building like Canada House would require bribes, an infiltration team, materiel, and so on. Doing it without leaving a paper trail would be impossible. Some of you nicknamed this paper trail the Malik dossier. We're going to break into SRS headquarters, steal it, and prove Malik was behind the bombing. If we're lucky, we might even find some details on Zero Day. Your missions list has been updated.
Hey, one more thing. I know Malik's currently our best lead on Zero Day and the bombings, but he's fucking dangerous. If you see him, don't try to take him alive. It's not worth it.
On the contrary, I think what Malik knows about Zero Day and the bombings outweighs the well-being of any individual operative. Malik ought to be taken alive and interrogated.
Don't come around here again. I think we should all just...
Public approval of SIRS shot up today following Counter-Terror Director Malik's statement that the Five Eyes nations will execute a coordinated global response to the DedSec threat.
Mr. Malik, what is the service doing to protect the people of Britain right now?
Well, we're aiming a little higher than just Britain. Soon we can know if anyone in any CTOS-using country in the world so much as utters the word DedSec. Thank you.
SIRS advises citizens that positive discussions of the DedSec terrorist organization or their actions may result in investigation.
I'm here. So, what are we doing?
We're here to find some documents we're calling the Malik dossier. Basically, it's the paper trail that proves Malik was behind the Canada House bombings. Problem is, these documents won't be on one computer. They'll be on dozens, scattered across the country.
What can we do then?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Let's have Malik take it.
SIRS uses a supercomputer called Filament to process information drawn from the CTOS network. It's like Noodle, if you could use it to search every document on every civilian, government, or commercial device everywhere in the United Kingdom, instantly.
Nicely done, my Bagley boy.
Break in and connect Bagley to a Filament administrative terminal. He'll do the rest.
As usual.
All units, possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Received. Watching for suspect.
Control, we are unsighted of suspect. Over. Control, I've lost the target. Putting an end to the chase now. Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted sweeping area. Received. Returning to HQ. Over.
Disturbance detected. Beginning investigation.
this? What the? What an arsehole! Out here. Fucking twat.
I'm ending this. Can't fuck with this, bro. Be careful.
Requesting backup.
Sierra 4-2, this is Control. An alarm has been activated near you. Survey the area. Over.
Whatever set it off must be around here.
All units, proceed to alarm location. Acknowledge, over.
Trigger is covered. Following immediate search procedures. All units, proceed to alarm location.
Don't do anything you'll regret.
They can't be far. Find them. Drone, full sweep of the area. No sign of the suspect. Let's call it in.
In order to access the Filament admin terminal from your optic interface, you'll have to align the SIRS satellite network with my packet stream from Bloom Tower. done. Now I should be able to stream myself into SIRS's nasty little Snoop computer, head to the basement and hack the Filament admin terminal. There's an intruder in the building security systems. Sorry, channel is being hacked.
I've taken control of building security. But I'd prefer to end this bloodlessly, if you're willing to listen to reason.
That central server is Filament's admin terminal. Connect me to it to gain access. Shit, we've been locked out. Oh, and it seems Malik deployed the microwave drones.
Sorry, what?
Microwave drones, one of Filament's novel intrusion countermeasures. They use little microwave cannons to selectively destroy compromised hardware, sort of like chemotherapy for computers. The server room automatically seals itself while they're deployed.
Suggestions?
Try hijacking one of the microwave drones and use it to shoot the other ones down.
Deploying firearms. What the hell? You're finished now.
Returning to patrol.
Deploying firearms. This is a nightmare. Shots fired.
Drones down, server room unlocked. And buggery fuck, Malik has locked me out. He must have a hard line to the server.
Suggestions?
A full power cycle will reset his connection and give us enough time to complete the intrusion. But Filament uses 3 quantum processors with independent power. We'll have to reboot each individually.
So we're unplugging it and then plugging it back in again?
Close enough. something about this drone. You can't seem to take a fucking hint. Would you look at this? A chain of custody documents for 40 kilos of Semtex. It ricochets through a dozen shell companies, but ultimately ends up registered to an address in Southall. And would you guess who lived across the street from it for 30 years? Victoria and Imran Malik, parents to one Richard.
That doesn't prove a thing.
Well, this one is heartwarming and incriminating. It seems that the areas of Canada House immediately around the bombs were evacuated in an unscheduled drill. I have an email chain here between the facilities director and an anonymous SIRS account. Funny, that didn't make the news.
You think it's incriminating that I tried to minimize the loss of life? Come on, that's so spinnable I'm motion sick.
Well, that's the end of that harassment campaign. Our prospects should be quite pleased by that. We're being contacted by our potential recruit. Patching them through now.
Guess I owe you.
Well, the best way to repay us would be to join us. DedSec could use you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fuck off, you stupid drone. This isn't a picnic and I haven't got any jam. Could you shoot this drone down? I'd ask it politely to go away, but I'm afraid I don't speak dipshit. Your comrade is now taking an Albion-mandated timeout. You're up.
Well, that's not good. But don't worry. I do it. Could you do something about this drone? You can't seem to take a fucking hint. Fuck off, you stupid drone. This isn't a picnic and I haven't got any jam. Would you look at this? A chain of custody documents for 40 kilos of Semtex. It ricochets through a dozen shell companies, but ultimately ends up registered to an address in Southall. And would you guess who lived across the street from it for 30 years? Victoria and Imran Malik, parents to one Richard.
That doesn't prove a thing.
Could you shoot this drone down? I'd ask it politely to go away, but I'm afraid I don't speak dipshit. This microwave drone has been hanging around so long I've given her a name. I'd like you to meet Ada. Would you mind killing her?
Right, this ends now. I'm jammed.
The suspect gave us a slip. Call it in.
Bugger off, you clinging little bastard. No, I am not your new daddy. Well, this one is heartwarming and incriminating. It seems that the areas of Canada House immediately around the bombs were evacuated in an unscheduled drill. I have an email chain here between the facilities director and an anonymous SIRS account. Funny, that didn't make the news.
You think it's incriminating that I tried to minimize the loss of life? Come on, that's so spinnable, I'm motion sick.
Look at this. It's an unredacted mission report for 2 SIRS agents instructed to plant explosives as part of a training exercise. And it's signed and dated by the Home Secretary himself.
Seems it's a bad day to be the secretary.
This microwave drone is starting to be a real problem over here. Please stop this microwave drone. Exciting! Did you know that the head of security for Canada House had a daughter stuck in a Cairo jail, and that she was pardoned the week before the explosion? Why, he would certainly owe a very, very big favour to the SRS officer who pressured the Egyptians, wouldn't he?
I suppose he would.
Seems that Malik's given up having the microwave drones destroy compromised hardware. Now he's got them targeting you. The effect will be about the same, though. What do we have? Could you do something about this drone? It can't seem to take a fucking hint. You stupid drone. This isn't a picnic and I haven't got any jam. Would you look at this? A chain of custody documents for 40 kilos of Semtex. It ricochets through a dozen shell companies, but ultimately ends up registered to an address in Southall. And would you guess who lived across the street from it for 30 years? Victoria and Imran Malik, parents to one Richard.
That doesn't prove a thing.
Well, this one is heartwarming and incriminating. It seems that the areas of Canada House immediately around the bomb were evacuated in an unscheduled drill. I have an email chain here between the facilities director and an anonymous SIRS account. Funny that didn't make the news.
You think it's incriminating that I tried to minimize the loss of life? Come on, that's so spinnable, I'm motion sick.
Going in for a look. There, then, check it out.
Could you shoot this drone down? I'd ask it politely to go away, but I'm afraid I don't speak dipshit. Look at this. It's an unredacted mission report for 2 SIRS agents instructed to plant explosives as part of a training exercise. And it's signed and dated by the Home Secretary himself.
Seems it's a bad day to be the Secretary.
Exciting! Did you know the head of security for Canada House had a daughter stuck in a Cairo jail, and that she was pardoned the week before the explosion? Why, he would certainly owe a very, very big favour to the SIRS officer who pressured the Egyptians, wouldn't he?
I suppose he would.
This microwave drone has been hanging around so long I've given her a name. I'd like you to meet Ada. Would you mind killing her? Seems that Malik's given up having the microwave drones destroy compromised hardware. Now he's got them targeting you. The effect will be about the same, though. What do we have here? Straight from your own laptop, Malik. Case files on all these little side ops you've been running. Honestly, you might as well have titled this Evil Bomb Conspiracy, Doc.
That's enough. You can't do this. You mustn't do this. I won't allow it.
Neutralizing hostile target.
Independent power has been rebooted. Return to the central core to complete the cycle.
Well done, Bagley. Now let's get this scheming little bastard.
With pleasure.
You better watch out.
I'm fully integrated with Filament, and it seems Malik didn't quite have time to cover his tracks. I believe I can trace his position.
Do it.
All right, let's find you. Too old, too young, too ugly, too female. Ah, there he is. Hello, Malik. You've been disconnected. Is it just me, or does he look constipated? Right, wouldn't be a briefcase wanker without his briefcase. Oh look, seems someone's locked the door on him. Don't worry, there's no way that's going to... Oh no, it worked.
Hey, what the hell, mate?
Well, that's a wrinkle, isn't it? Is he seriously going to try to get away in a car? A car connected to the city-spanning network of automated surveillance devices that I control.
Auto drive now enabled.
Fuck! Hello again. You know, for all your scheming, you don't exactly think quickly under pressure.
What now?
I sent the Malik dossier to every media outlet from the GBB to the Aberystwyth Sheep Farmers Gazette. It may take some time to sort through, but it ought to clear DedSec's name. At least for this particular thing.
And Malik?
Made the mistake of getting into a self-driving car that owed me a favour. It's taking him to a secure location.
Give me one good reason to not just drive the car into the river.
Believe me, I'd love to, but he might be part of Zero Day. I just don't know how this all fits together, but we need to find out.
You hear that, Malik? You're going to help us for real this time.
Bloody hell, you insane robot! Slow down!
Malik has been secured at the safe house.
All right. Now that we have him, we should talk to him. Find out what he knows about Zero Day. Just don't get too close to him, all right? As long as he's alive, he's a threat.
All right, Richard. We know you were behind the High Commission bombing, and we know you were involved with the earlier bombings as well. Time to talk.
The earlier bombings? What are you... Oh, God, I've been captured by morons. I didn't do those bombings. I tried to stop those bombings. I am a patriot, and they called me a crank. Even Emma. But that's when I knew that intelligence wasn't enough. To save the Empire, I would need power, and fast.
But you knew about Zero Day when you approached us.
I'm a spy. So yes, I knew a few details about the biggest terrorist attack in recent memory. Truth to tell, I really did think Zero Day was you. That's just Occam's razor. But if you insist on a conspiracy, Albion stood the most to gain. Have you really not thought of this?
Honestly, it doesn't matter. We're going to learn the truth, and until we do, you're not going anywhere.
Oh, I doubt I'll be here long. These walls will fall along with all of you soon enough. This radical cooperative you created is doomed to fail, like they all are. I've seen it a dozen times in a dozen places. You will tear yourselves apart. You won't even need Zero Day or Albion or whoever. A single unified ideology, a single strong leader. These have been the characteristics of power for all of human history. Democracy and pluralism were anomalies, blips on the timeline. That's what you are. DedSec. A footnote in the history of the Empire. But now the page is turning, and you are not ready for what happens next.
You'll like this. Got got word from Hamish that Nigel Cass is planning to unveil some new nasty project at a press conference.
And why would I like that? Albion's always got some sort of nasty plan going.
Because Hamish has convinced his Albion contact to talk to us. Apparently it took some doing, since Radu's a squirrely sort. He's been especially agitated lately. But he has insider information we could use. The meeting's at the Drowning Post.
I wouldn't mind a drink while we plan how to give Nigel bloody Cass a black eye.